It's interesting how people's perception of history is shaped by very specific cultural imagery. Usually, when people think about Japan, they think about technology, old and big shrines with cherry blossoms, and culturally, they are well known as their strong and unique culture. Japanese animation, so-called anime or Japanimation, take quite big part of media industry in Japan, and this video will talk about how animated advertisement or TV shows give positive impact on Aoi Matsuri, which is our main project, then examine how this animation would help to attract more people for our festival project. Firstly, let's talk about what Aoi Matsuri is. The Aoi Matsuri, or Hollyhock Festival, is one of the three main annual festivals held in Kyoto, Japan. It is the festival of the two Kamo shrines in the north of the city, Shimogamo Shrine and Kamigamo Shrine. The festival may also be referred to as the Kamo Festivals. It is held on 15 May of each year. Leading up to Aoi Matsuri are many interesting and exciting pre-lectures and ceremonies, but the main event is the Grand Parade. Starting from the site of former Imperial Palace in Kyoto, 500 of participants dressed in Heian period clothing form to procession and make their way to Kamo shrines, performing rites and making offerings at each. The first procession in the Imperial Palace is the messengers and court noble soldiers are accompanied by lots of servants. The Imperial Princesses is made up with noble women, ladies in waiting, and priests. This is aristocratic parade, and watching the Aoi Matsuri go by while listening to the ox cart's distinctive creaking allows that viewers to feel that they've been transported back in time into the Heian capital. Unlike other normal matsuri for common people, Aoi Matsuri is heavily restricted because it is one of the oldest and most elegant matsuri parade in terms of recreating the national events of the Heian period. That's how matsuri patterns hasn't changed for a long time, and the number of participants in the festival has steadily decreased over the past 10 years. So the project which redeveloping the Aoi Matsuri is going to explore more different age groups. We decide to compete with many interesting concepts and contents to bring all these people together. This project is to reinterpret Aoi Matsuri. The key word of the festival that we've developed are greater scale, diverse contents, and advanced technology. One of the biggest changes for this event is another big event which is held in Imperial Palace. In here, we will handling variety kinds of shows and events such as Air Kabuki Densho, Rirakuma Animation Live Broadcast, which is, I think this one is most important part of this event, and Kimono Ningyo display, food festival spot, and Instagrammable photo spots, etc. More content will be covered to entertain more people, and also through collaboration with various brands, not only has the scale increased, but also the quality increased. It is the significance of the project to make Aoi Matsuri the best festival in Kyoto. As I mentioned earlier, in my opinion, the most important content of all these events is animation production. There are three main reasons why I decided to make the animation. That Japan is the country which has stable business ground to play this event, and Japan has many business success cases based on animation. Lastly, this animation in our project would use stop motion to approach to younger audience easily. Not only that, stop motion in these days easy to making up with new technology. So what makes animation so popular? Animation or anime and manga have long been at the heart of Japanese culture, with a consistent wave of popularity between the generations. Over recent years, the popularity for anime and its comic strip counterpart manga has grown considerably in worldwide. But in the old days, especially after Japan defeated in World War II, the social atmosphere of Japan has hit rock bottom. It all started with world loss tragedy, loss of identity, and that point the man named Osamu Tezuka changed the whole atmosphere of this country. Since their first animation series Astro Boy hit huge success around the world, Japan's external image also rose slightly but positively. From that point on, Japan begins to make remarkable economic progress, and Japan's animation business has become a signature feature of Japan. Due to this, one of the main reasons why animation has stood the test of time and grown in popularity across the world is due to its unique ability to grow with its viewers. The famous anime expert Takamasa Sakurai claims that the genre has been widely accepted due to its unconventional nature. Japanese anime broke the convention that anime is something that kids watch. Overseas fans of anime claim that they enjoy the intensity of the storylines, with the ending being difficult to predict as anime. And there is one good example to examine how this animation thing would help Aoi Matsuri. So the animation festival was held in September in Saitama, Japan. The first event was an animation set at Washi-no-miya Shrine in Saitama City. And the number of visitors to the shrines increased from 90,000 to 300,000 in the new year. According to that, related organizations have started to actively utilize animation in revitalizing the economy by holding events such as animation, voice actor autograph events, and visit the actual animation background places. And the most interesting part is that these events that are absolutely ridiculous in other countries are quite successful in Japan. Therefore, promotional marketing strategies through animation are likely to grow further through collaboration with other business sectors, with the prospect for the animation market itself growing. Of course, I think production crew needs to be more careful because it has to be composed of the characteristic of the animation. The importance of common theme or storytelling around the world. It is true that animation has a low cultural barrier compared to other contents, but to overcome that wall, we need a global common theme such as parents and children's relationship, owners' relationship with pets. Because originally the purpose of Aoi Matsuri is keep their traditions, so it is hard to make creative changes in the sense of morality. So we will use the original story of Aoi Matsuri, hence the strong image it extract from in traditional Japanese culture will be composed of storylines with a universal culture. Lastly, why are we using stop motion to promote these events? Adapting mythology into creative fairy tales and stories. The main characters Irakuma and Kaoru are filmed with stop motion techniques, and their backgrounds and music are digitally produced to simplify the animation production process. The unrealized dreams of what animation can be are being discovered. Filmmakers are still discovering new ways to combine technology with animations.